whenever I go to film a video, my dog wants to sit with me. Okay, so while I pet my dog, welcome to my book haul. I filmed this once, as you can see in my November Reads video right here. I had filmed them both, one after the other, and I thought I had a pretty big book haul. I had, I think, 13 books. Then I went to Chapters the other day, like the day after I filmed it, and I got 18 more books. So now I'm at like 30. Yeah, 30? More than 30. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I was like, do I just save them for a January book haul? Like, I was so torn. Because that's a lot of books. Like, 30 books is a lot to do in one haul. So I bought 18 of them just the other day. I have no regrets. I spent a lot of money, but I have no regrets. So yeah. So maybe now you can see it. I'm wearing my Pittsburgh Steelers sweatshirt. I know I'm Canadian. I love American football. I love New England. I love Green Bay Packers. I love Pittsburgh Steelers. So I love to wear this sweatshirt when I'm just sitting around reading and cuddling with my puppy. Okay. So the first 3 books I got are a trilogy, but I don't have one of them right now because somebody in my house is reading it and I don't know where they put it. But I will show a picture of it right now. So yeah, it is the John Cleaver trilogy. I think that's what it's called, by Dan Wells. So the first book is called I'm Not a Serial Killer. This is the second book and it's called Mr.Monster. And I love this cover because it's just got the knife with a little blood. And then I don't know if you can see these indents, but it's like actually indented. So it's really cool. I'm really excited about that. Then the third book is called I Don't Want to Kill You. And it's like all burned and charred and even at the back. So yeah, it sounds really interesting. Most of these books I'm not really sure what they're about. But yeah, if it has an interesting title, I'm just gonna get it anyway, especially if the cover looks cool. That's a big thing for me. She's so cute. So then the next book I got is one that I do know kind of about because it was a movie and it's kind of old, but I didn't know there was a book. I'm very bad at introductions, like talking about a new book. Ugh, okay. So I might cut off. Woot, I'll fix that. So then the next book I got was Dennis Lehane's Shutter Island. And it looks like that. And yeah. So, yes, it was a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm obsessed with the movie. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I love the whole storyline of it. I love the ending of it. Yeah, so basically, if you haven't heard of it, it's about this guy and he's like a detective or something, I think. It's been a long time. It's an old movie. So he and his partner go to this island, and because there's been some weird things going on, and it's like a psychiatric hospital on an island, and basically like they just start finding out some weird creepy things, and the ending is, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna ruin anything, I promise, I'm not a spoiler kind of person. So then the next 3 books are all in a trilogy, or is it a series? In my last book haul, I got like the prequel to it, like the one that you're supposed to, like the introduction to it. So, I haven't read it yet. I wanted to get all the other ones before I did. So I'm talking about The Lord of the Rings. I did get all 3. 2 of them I got from a used bookstore near where I live. So, and they're in decent condition. Except the second one is like all funny in the spine. But I'm not picky. They were $5. So the first one is called The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. I hope that's how you say it. I'm terrible with names. So yeah, it looks like this. I kind of like the cover because it's just so plain and simple. Then the second one is The Two Towers. Oh, you can see the reflection of my camera. Anyway, I don't know what made me think it was called The Twin Towers, and I feel terrible for saying that because The Lord of the Rings are like a classic, I think. And I don't even know what the name is, so you're so distracting. And then the third one I bought new because I couldn't find it, like in the used bookstore, and it's The Return of the King. And I really like this cover because I'm glad I got this cover, not the other cover, because the other cover had like a dude's face on it, and I don't like covers with people on it, so I'm very happy I got this one. I'm going through this very fast because I've got a lot of books to get through, and I don't want to keep you guys here for like a half hour. If I do, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have done like part 1, part 2. No, okay, I'll just do it all at once. So then another book that I got at the used bookstore and I've never heard anything about, but it sounds very interesting. Oh, side note, I'm gonna get so much hate for saying this. I have no idea what the Lord of the Rings are about. No idea. I know there's like a wizard, like in Harry Potter. What was his name? My friend told me his name. I want to say Gandalf, but that doesn't sound right. And of course it wouldn't be on the back. Mordor. Okay, that wasn't the name. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. So then the next book I got is called Damaged by Pamela Callow. Terrible with names. I know I said I don't like covers with people on it, but this one just looked kind of interesting because on the back, I just skimmed through it. It's about this girl and her sister died, and she's like really upset about that and stuff, so she starts a new career at a law firm. And the teenagers she works with like starts to die, and she starts blaming herself, so she has to figure out what's going on. And yeah, so what are you doing, Munchkin? So I've still got a few more before I get into the ones I got from Chapters the other day. The next book I got, I'm so excited about. I have no idea what it's about, but I've heard so many things about it. My mom's read it. I think there's a movie about it. Not sure. I think there's a movie about it. And I love thriller books. I love like horror books. I love creepy books. So I got The Shining by Stephen King. Just look at that. It just... And it's so new and it's so perfect, and it's bigger than I thought it'd be. Like 650 pages. Like it's bigger than I thought, and it's small print too, but oh, my puppy's leaving. Okay. Whatever. I won't take that offensively. The next book I got is a sequel to one that I got in my first book haul. Which you can watch right here. It'll open in a new tab. I'm getting better with this like annotation stuff. Anyway, so I heard it's like the Hunger Games, so I was like, gotta get it. And it was really popular too. And so I got Insurgent by Veronica Roth, even though I haven't read Divergent yet. I heard it ends in a cliffhanger, so I don't want to read it yet because, yeah. I'd rather have the third book because I think there's a third one coming out, so I'd almost rather wait for the third one to come out. But I got it, so I'll probably read it eventually. Okay, is that better? I lifted the camera up. I put a book under it. Yeah, I got a really short tripod. So, three more books of what I got, and then we go into my chapters haul, which is the most exciting. I don't know if this one is necessarily a book or if it's like true story memoir kind of thing. It was $4 at my bookstore in the mall I go to because it was like bargain books. So it's Blood Secrets, and it says Chronicles of a Crime Scene Reconstructionist by Robert Englert with Kathy Passero, and there's a foreword by Anne Rule, so that's all it says at the bottom. I'm hoping I say these names right. If I don't, I'm terribly sorry. And yeah, so basically it just talks about, from what I've heard, like what I've skimmed through, it just talks about how they can use like blood patterns and blood spatter from a murder to figure out how the person died and who killed them. Like, yeah, so it sounds interesting because as a kid, like not as a kid, when I was younger, I loved CSI. I was obsessed. CSI Las Vegas, CSI New York, CSI Miami. I was obsessed. So I thought that might be kind of interesting to learn the whole like behind the scenes, well not really behind the scenes, how it actually happens, like if it actually happens that way. I'm talking way too much about one book. The next book I got at Walmart because it was 30% off and it's hardcover, so I can turn that down. And it was like one of the top books, but I've never heard of it. I haven't really seen it in any of the book hauls I've watched. So if you've included this in a book haul, feel free to link it or tell me about it and I will go watch it because I want to find more booktubers. So it's Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl. Like, Gillian Flynn is the author. And yeah, it's just a really simple cover. So I was like, and it's nice and big. And it's hardcover and it was 30% off. So I have no idea what it is, but on the back it has like praise. And what caught my attention is that it says, Gone Girl is one of the best and most frightening portraits of psychopathy I've ever read. That just intrigues me. Like, I read a book, I don't know if you can see it, but it was Trust Your Eyes by Linwood Barclay, and that was such a good thriller, and it was about a schizophrenic. So once I read that, it brought me kind of back to that book, so I was like, ooh, now I want to read it. But yeah, so you can see my review on that book right here. Not this one, it's Trust Your Eyes. You can click right here. I did a review on it. Yeah, I'm gonna be, yeah, all of them will open in new tabs whenever I link something. I gotta get better at editing too. I'm working on it. So then the last book that I got at random and not part of my chapters haul, maybe I should have sent chapters haul. Oh, I'll save you guys the time, is the first book in a series where I actually accidentally picked up the second book because I have such a bad problem doing that. So yeah, I got The Gathering by Kelly Armstrong. The second book is called The Calling, and I think there's a third one. I had the name on my head. The Gathering, The Calling. I don't know. I think there's a third one though. I think it's a trilogy. So the only thing I know about this one is that she has a funny birthmark, like a paw print birthmark. That's all I know. I don't know if it's about witches or werewolves. So, I don't know. But like all of the chapters have like a paw print above it or like under it. So, I don't know. We'll see. So now we get into my chapters books and I'm so excited because I went with my mom and I was like, I'm just going to relax. Because normally when I go, I'm rushed. I'm like, okay, this is the book I want. I'm in and I'm out. Like, I've never picked up this many books at once. We actually had 2 bags. Like, we had to get bags because I couldn't carry them all. So, yeah. I didn't really even set myself a budget for this. So once I got to the cash, the girl like told me how much I spent. And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't even hesitate because I wanted all of them. And yeah. Some of them I picked up by mistake. Like, not by mistake, but I thought they were the first book in a series and they're not. So that's my fault. Bad on me. So the first book I got because I read when I was like in elementary school, I want to say, but not like grade 7, 6 or 7, I think. So it's The Giver by Lowry. I'm terrible with names, and it's short, but I remember it being a good book. And yeah, I'll just tell you what it says on the back. Jonas's world is perfect. Everything is under control. There is no war or fear or pain. There are no choices. Every person is assigned a role in the community. When Jonas turns 12, he is singled out to receive special training from the Giver. The Giver alone holds the memories of the true pain and pleasure of life. Now it's time for Jonas to receive the truth. There is no turning back. I just remember it to be a really good book. Like, I know there's a sequel to it, and I honestly think I read it too. It is. It's called Gathering Blue. But it wasn't like a sequel, it was like a companion book. So this probably won't take me long to read, so I'll probably read it soon. Like, it's less than 200 pages. Yeah, it's 179 pages. So I'll probably read that sooner than later. The next book I got, I don't know if I'm excited about it, but I'm very interested in reading it because I've learned a lot about World War I, World War II, specifically the Holocaust. I know a lot about the Holocaust. Like, that's like my specialty. Like, as terrible as that is, I just find it interesting to learn about because, yeah, it was not fair what happened, but there's nothing we can do to change that. Like, the past is the past, it happened, we have to learn from it. So, I got Anne Frank, Diary of a Young Girl. yeah. I don't know much about her. Like, I don't know much about her story. I just know what happened, like, during World War II and the Holocaust and stuff. So, there's not really much I can say about it. But I feel like it's going to be a really emotional book. But, yeah. Oh, these next ones aren't in order. Okay. What's the order for this? So the next book I got 4 books of, and I was very lucky to get different covers, because the covers that I saw in book hauls and like online and stuff I did not like. I did not like them at all. So I got Scott Westerfeld's Uglies books. So it's Uglies, Pretties, Specials, and Extras. So I will show you the covers. I've heard various reviews about it. I've heard it's good, I heard it's bad, I heard it's slow, I heard it's interesting. So I guess it just depends on the person. So I was like, I'll give it a try. So this is like Uglies, and it's just, it's hard to tell, but it's like there's like an outline of a face, and you can see like the hands and stuff. So yeah, it looks like they're being smothered or something. I don't know what the book's about, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, she has an operation or something. Oh, so maybe that's why there's like a little scalpel in her hand. Okay. I get it now. Bells went off. Then the next book. Are they all about the same girl? They are about the same girl. Cool. I didn't know this. I buy books once I see them in a book haul, and I'm like, okay, now I want to read them. Everybody's talking about them. So then this is, just ignore that, I'm doing laundry. So the next one is called Pretties, and I like how in all of them, like Uglies, Pretties, Specials, and Extras, like on the specific book, it's like colored. So this one's cool. I don't know if you can see, oh, there you go. It's got like different, yeah. So I guess that's from like surgery and like incisions and stuff. I don't know, I've only had one surgery in my life. And it wasn't like that, so yeah. I don't know. These were all together chapters, and I was only going to get the first one, Uglies, and then I was like, no, it looks so pretty to have all of them together. So then the third one is called Specials, and it looks like this. So Specials is in yellow. And it's just got like a guy, and he's got like marks going down his back and neck and stuff. I don't know, guys. The last one, I know I said I don't like covers with people on them, but this one I find really interesting and intriguing. So it's Extras, and Extras is in green, and then she's got her eye, and you can see it's like computer, like I don't know what the proper wording for that is, but yeah. So I just thought it looked really interesting. Like, I liked this cover, I did. I feel like I'd like it more if I knew what it was about and I knew what the point was and why they chose that, but I don't. So soon you will see all these on my bookshelf. We still got so many more books to go through, guys. I hope I'm not boring you. The next book I've heard so many things about. I don't know what it's about. It's The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Yeah. On the back, it just says, you wake up with no memory of the last few days. Your friends were killed in an accident that you miraculously survived. Your family has to move to another state to escape the fallout. You meet a mysterious boy who seems to know more about your past than you do. You start seeing things that can't possibly be there. You're afraid you are losing your mind. So that's this one. And I know there's a second one, but I didn't want to buy the second one because it was expensive. And because it was like hardcover, I think, and it was like $20. And I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to like this, so I'm not going to drop $20 on a book I'm not even sure I'm going to like. Yeah, this time I didn't get the whole series to any book I picked up. I just got a couple. The next one is the best example of that. So I think it's a trilogy. Delirium. Yeah. I don't know what it's about. I'm terrible at this. Maybe I need to start reading what the books are about first. I know it's Delirium, Pandemonium, and Requiem. I don't know if it's a trilogy or a series, but I don't like the cover. I don't like people on it. I don't like it. And all of them have like people on it, like all the books in that series, so I'm going to try and get through this faster. The last book is the one I'm most excited about, I think. As sad as that is, because a lot of people that know me aren't going to see it coming. So the next book I got is one that my mom told me about. It's by Susanna Kaysen, and it's called Girl Interrupted. I don't know if this was the original cover or not, because the one that I saw on Goodreads, the cover didn't look like this. So I think it's kind of older, but the chapters are like nice and short, and I'm not sure what it's about. It basically just says she's talking to a psychiatrist and they send her to a hospital. So, oh, it's a memoir. It says Kaysen's memoir encompasses, I don't know, I'm terrible. Horror and razor edge perception while providing vivid portraits of her fellow patients and their keepers. Maybe this will be, because it's short, so I could probably read that fast too. Yeah, I'm still kind of sick. So, I've been getting only 168 pages. That's shorter than The Giver. I'm sick, so I've been reading a lot of books. Like, I don't know where the book I'm reading right now is. I put them everywhere. Except I haven't left my room. This chair is like where I've spent like the last 3 days of my life. Well, it depends on when I put this up. I think it's gonna go on Saturday, December 1st, and it's Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and today I like haven't left this chair because I got a really bad cold, and I still went to chapters yesterday. I couldn't turn down chapters except I came home and then I like passed out, so I like couldn't even read. Anyway, you guys probably don't care about that. The next book I got, I'm very, very excited for because I saw the movie, and I think it's an old movie, but yeah, I'm gonna murder this author's name, Pittacus Lowry. It's I Am Number 4, and I'm not sure how you say that name. I am so sorry, but yeah. I heard it's a really good book. The only thing I don't like is it's got the writing right here. I don't like that. I don't like it. But I gotta stop being so picky. So, how many books do we have left? 3, 6. We have 8 books left, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go like speed round, but probably not for long because I'm a talker. The next book I got, I heard so many things about. I saw it in so many book hauls, like all the booktubers I watched, they were talking about it. I heard good things about the author. And yeah, so it's The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, and it's the first book in the Chaos Walking trilogy or series. Not sure. I think the other one's The Ask and the Answer. Not sure. But I saw this one and I'm like, oh, I've heard of that. So I picked it up. Yeah. When I do these, like for my December reads, and I'm gonna keep doing those, and after I read it, then I can give you guys more detail about them, but whenever I do it in a haul, I probably won't know that much about it. But yeah, it just tells you books that are out there, and you can look them up on Goodreads, and yeah, speaking of Goodreads, add me on Goodreads. My links are down there. Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads are down there. I'd love to sit and talk to you guys about some books. So, I saw this, who was I watching? I don't remember who I was watching, but I thought it was his Dark Endeavour. It's This Dark Endeavour by Kenneth Oppel. Yeah. So I wasn't zooming in on his crotch, I swear. It's because the name's right there. Swear, cross my heart. Yeah, I'm not like that. So yeah, there's this one. It's like short. I think it's a standalone. I really want to read more standalone books because I don't like having to buy all the books in a series. Like the Mortal Instruments series, I still haven't read them. I read the first book, and I started the second book, and then I got all these other books that interest me. And I heard there's another one coming out, so it's like, oh my goodness, when can I leave a series alone? The next book I got, I made the mistake of getting without knowing whether it was the first book, the second book, or the third book, and it's actually the third book. So I went on the chapters website and I think I'm going to order the first two. And yeah, it's called Bloodrose by Andrea Cremer. Yeah, but like you can see there's like blood dripping, and yeah, it looks really cool. And there's the two books before it are called Nightshade and Wolf's Bane. I didn't know that. I just saw this one in a book haul, thought it was a standalone, and I didn't even read right here. It's the third book. Didn't even read that. I was just like, oh, it was on sale. Like it was like a bargain book, like it was $6.99, so I was like, okay. The next two books I got are a series. Not sure if there's another one coming out. There might be. Because I heard it ends in a cliffhanger. So, there's a sticker on here. I gotta take the sticker off. Okay, so I got the sticker off. That was a pain in my butt. So, the book that I got, and I got the sequel to, is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lehane Taylor. I kind of liked the cover because I thought like the whole masquerade mask was kind of pretty. And yeah. I hope it's not like something like provocative, like 50 Shades of Grey. Because on the back it says, she had been innocent once, a little girl playing with feathers on the floor of a devil's lair. She wasn't innocent now. So I hope it's not innocent in that aspect, because I haven't read 50 Shades of Grey. I almost want to, but then I don't, because I was like, I'm only 17, that's kind of gross, like, eh. So, yeah, I hope it's not like that. Because then I will be kind of disappointed. So then I did get Days of Blood and Starlight in hardcover, just because I heard there's a lot of cliffhangers, so I didn't want to wait. I did pay the $20 for the book. Like every other book I got was like $10 or less, maybe like $11. So yeah. I don't know. People kept saying, oh yeah, you won't want to put it down, but now I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's going to be like way over my head. Because now it says, on the back of this one, it says, she had loved the enemy and saved him. She had set him free, and he had done this. Bitter, bitter, the desolation of angels. And then on one of the reviews, it says, a breath-catching romantic fantasy about destiny, hope, and the search for one's true self. That makes me nervous. I don't like love stories. I like Nicholas Sparks books, but I don't like... 3 books left. This book I got because it was $5.99. Didn't know it was the sequel. I got Hades by Alexandra Adornetto. I thought it was a really pretty cover. Like, I liked all this work and stuff, and yes, it has people on it, but you can't really see their faces, so it's okay. It's like shadows, and I like the angel wings going on. And yeah, I just thought even this was really pretty. I'm like, yeah, that'll look so pretty on my bookshelf. This book, I don't know how excited I am for it. I got Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. Rochelle? This is the first book. I swear, I read it at the bottom. This is the first book. Because it was $5.99 too. There were a lot of good bargain books today. Well, when I went, not today, the other day. I don't know why I said today. I didn't go today. So yeah, I got this one because I heard many things about it. I heard it was different and not really like Twilight, which is so refreshing. And yeah, I'm just going to get right to the last book because I don't have a timer on my camera, so I don't know how long I've been talking, but I'm sure it's been a while. Yeah, I'm sure it's been a while. So the next book I got is massive, but it's not like a novel. It's Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems. I loved his poem, The Raven. Like, I love that poem. So I saw this, it was $9.99, like all of this was $9.99. And I was like, you know what? I love him. I love that he's so dark and creepy and thrilling. I love it. So I was like, I want to see what else he's got. I want to keep reading, and yeah, so this will definitely be going on my shelf. This is the first poetry book I have. I'm not really into poetry. He's an exception. So guys, that is finally all of my books. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for keeping you here for so long, but I had so many books that I wanted to show you, and I didn't really want to wait till January because I'm sure I'll be getting more books. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my book haul. Please like, rate, comment, subscribe. Feel free to add me on Goodreads or anything, and let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought, and yeah, or if you're going to check some of the books out because I got them. I can be a good influence. So yeah, I'm going to go get reading, and I will see you guys in a few days. Bye.